iPhone 13 Pro Max. The first thing I want to point out is the size. For those of us who are visually impaired, the max size phones have been revolutionary since its beginning. The size is huge. Basically, a tablet. Not quite, but pretty big. And the one thing I will say is that this phone is peak iPhone. Now, what does this mean? What does peak iPhone mean? It means that it's got the perfect camera, so we can use as magnifiers so that we can magnify our menus for restaurants that don't have online menus. We can magnify into road signs that are 1 or 2 blocks away. We can take pictures that are great. For those who are totally blind, OCR is great because it can get more data from the pictures, especially if you're using ProRAW and you turn that into OCR with the new Apple image format called ProRAW. You can basically get perfect OCR images, and it's built into the camera. So let's talk about the first thing I noticed, the battery. The battery on this phone is insane. So I unplugged it yesterday morning at 6:45 a.m. and I plugged it in today at about 12:45. And for the first half of the day today, I was actually using the hotspot on my phone since about 7:30 to 8 a.m. 4.5 hours using the hotspot. And that was from about 60%. So I could have gone toward the end of today without charging if I wasn't using the hotspot. So that's great. The next thing I want to talk about is macro. Now let me pull up the box so that I can explain macro. And I'm also going to pull up the chat so that I can see what's going on. Let me see. I should be able to pull up the chat so that I can see what's going on. Okay, there we go. So I want to talk about macro. So here's a perfect example. Trying not to show any serial numbers or anything. Okay, here we go. So if I open up the camera, macro means that I can go really close to subjects and it'll look good. If I go really close to subject, I can actually read what it says. Now, if I can see the text perfectly. Now, I can tell that it's backwards. I'm not going to flip it around because I don't want to show. Oh, no, it's fine. See, apple.com, blah, blah, blah. So it's going to show you the website. And then if there's something that I like here in the camera, for example, I want to select, I have to take a picture of it, but if I take a picture of this, I can select any text, and it basically mimics a CCTV. Now, what is a CCTV? A CCTV is a machine for the visually impaired that makes text bigger using a sort of macro lens. The same lens as on a CCTV is now on the iPhone. What is a macro lens? An ultra-wide camera that basically zooms in. It uses the ultra-wide camera and it has enough focus, enough, I don't know the photo jargon, but basically the aperture, I think it is, where it lets more light in when it's at a closer distance. If I do the same thing with the iPhone 12, it would look really blurry because it's not letting enough light through. And you'll see that you have a macro thing that shows up, a nighttime mode. Every time you get close to it, if it's dark. And it works really well. So this, for us visually impaired, this is awesome. And even if you get close to touching distance to the device, to the box or whatever you're reading, it'll focus. You have to find the perfect height. So the perfect thing for this is a tray that you can slide your phone on. That would be the perfect CCTV companion for this thing. So the ultra wide camera is basically the one that does all the CCTV stuff, macro, as some like to call it. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about the other thing that I enjoy. The other thing that I enjoy is, again, with the camera, and it's the bigger zoom. So I'm gonna put this box. Let's see, can I put it further away? No, I can't. Okay, so I'm gonna try to keep it there. Okay, that's okay. It fell. Never mind. All right. Anyway, if I have this, I'm gonna grab another prop here, another film prop. Here's a TV remote. Say I need to see the numbers from it, and it's on the table, and I don't want to pick it up for whatever reason. Look at this camera. It doesn't matter how low vision you are. This camera can see great. Now I am seeing improved focus. So I am seeing a lot more focus, less graininess. I do see a little more shaky. It's a little more shaky than the 12 Pro Max. That's a little bit disappointing. But shakiness for focus? Yes, please. Interesting. So it does seem to be a little blurry on the edges of the words, but for zooming in, I mean, that's pretty zoomed in. And I can zoom in even further. So that's digital. So if I go here and I go into the 3x, which is the actual zoom camera, you can see that the definition loss is actually very little. But digital zoom has improved as well. Anything past 3x is digital. Let me see. 3x. So yeah, it's improved a lot for sure. The focus time is a lot better. There was an issue where it was very jumpy. The focus would jump from one thing to another. That is no longer happening, which is awesome. So I'm looking to see if we have any chat. Looks like we don't. How many people are watching? So we got, okay. So, all right. Let's talk about the next thing I want to talk about here. And for those who are watching afterwards, please note that I do spontaneous live content. So I might just pop in live one day, you know, turn your notification bell on, subscribe, all that good stuff. The next thing I want to talk about is color. This color has grown on me. I chose this color because it's the new color, because I'm a YouTuber, because this color is what gives, you know, just attracts, or it's like when you see this color, you know you have the new phone. But besides that, honestly, I would like to see, I would have loved to see some kind of green, like a teal green. That would have been cool. Oh well, didn't happen. I want to talk about the accessories I got. Now first I need to prepare one of my accessories so that I don't put myself on blast. Let me prepare it. So I'm going to put a card that doesn't have my name in it into this accessory. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to check it out. Okay, so here we go. So the first accessories that I bought for this is the Apple Card holder. And of course, kind of funny, the one card that is in here is the one card that is hard to take out, the Apple Card. Who would have thought? Anyway, Apple Card. There it is. The Apple Card. Inside of the Apple Card, inside of the Apple Card holder. My review of the Apple Card holder is the leather's cheap. Look at this. What? I don't comprehend. So the back is pleather, and this is leather. Okay. Anyway, besides that, I have the clear Apple clear case attached to my phone, and then I have that attached like this, and it looks pretty good. Now, this wallet case is actually really hard to lose. It stays on there pretty well. I mean, it's not coming out. I'm not gonna go anymore because I don't want to disturb the neighbors. But basically, it's on there. Okay, it's on there. It's not gonna go anywhere. So, besides that, that's it. I mean, you guys want to see the comparison between the Galaxy Z Fold 3? Here, let's take this case off. Let's do that. Let's take this case off. This case is really hard to come off one-handed, but I got it. Okay. And comparison. So, of course, if you're visually impaired, these are the two phones you're probably going to go for. Okay. Here we go. Screen to screen, like this. So, with the Galaxy, you're getting about about 1 3/4 of an iPhone in width, and in height, you're getting about an iPhone. Let me see. Let me try to. An iPhone height. You're getting about the same. A little less than about 1/4 inch less than the iPhone height. Fold it up. I mean, that's no competition. Look who's thinner, the iPhone, of course. I mean, unfolded, they're about the same, but folded, yeah. Which one looks better? The iPhone. Which one is more functional? The Galaxy Fold, in my opinion. I have both of them because one is functional. They both have their pros and cons, you know. I put this back in its case. All right. And that's it, honestly. Let me know what else you want me to go through. So there's one person who said hi. Let's see. Don't mind being blind says hi. Oh, hey. What's going on? Thanks for joining the stream. So yeah, that's been the iPhone 13 Pro Max. One more thing before I end it. I guess we could do a height comparison. I didn't do that. I'm the kind of YouTuber that says it's gonna end the video like 3-4 times and never ends it. So that's the good thing about live streams, is that I can do these things live instead of having to edit all this. I don't like editing. That's why I went live. Fun fact. I don't. Yeah. If blind power does get way bigger, which it will, I'm gonna hire an editor. Okay, so side by side, the same height. The finish color. So for the blue color, it's about the same. The colors are same. The tops, yeah, like it's the same basically. The only things that change is the camera bump. The lip for the camera bump is about twice. Oh yeah, the camera bump is a huge difference. It's about twice the difference right there. The cameras are bigger. But, you know, I still do prefer, honestly, I'm kind of mixed with these colors. I'm like, which one do I like better? I don't know. And I kind of decided to keep the 12 Pro Max. Yeah, because I have ideas for videos that I could do with this phone. So stay tuned for more. The Z Fold 3 is the next video I'm going to make. So comment, rate, subscribe. And I will see you in the next live stream. Stay tuned. Currently, I have no schedule. I just kind of post whenever I want. I know the YouTube algorithm doesn't quite like that, but you know, it is what it is. Also, Apple Watch coming out. I am going to get the new watch, so that is in the works. And now, trying to end the video.